Hi, and welcome to Cinema Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today I have a movie review for you guys. So, Detective Pikachu came out this weekend, and...
Choo-choo!
So, Mark just threw a very hard plastic Pokeball at me. So yeah, it's a Pokemon movie, in case you didn't already know.
You okay?
Yeah, it kind of hurt, but I'm fine. I'm fine. We're gonna keep moving. So, first off, very similar to the original Pokemon movie that was in theaters back in 2000, 99, 2000. I don't exactly remember. They had a free card for this movie as well. So please do be sure to get your free cards if you are seeing it opening weekend. In each pack there are 2 holographic cards. One is Detective Pikachu, and there's another one that could be any number of whatever cards. I think there's like 10 different options, something like that. But I'm a 90s child. And I grew up on Pokemon. Pokemon Red was the first video game that I was like truly obsessed with. I didn't stop playing that for months on end. And yeah, this is a return to Pokemon, where I know right now we're getting the whole Alolan region with Sun and Moon. Not a huge fan of the art style there. But this is our first live action incarnation of Pokemon, at least to my knowledge. And we got the voice of Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds, actually voicing Pikachu in this. So I know a lot of people were really concerned. They're like, why are Pokemon talking in this? What's going on? This, that, whatever. Well, all of that is actually explained in this film. It has nothing to do with, spoiler. When we first get into the film, a 21-year-old has just lost his father, and we find out that he grew up believing that he was going to grow up and become a Pokemon trainer, but that never really happened, and instead he settled for adult life. So he is an accountant, and just kind of not happy. That's basically when we first meet him. His friend is trying to trick him into catching a Cubone, which of course that doesn't go over very well for him, which is actually really, really funny. But that is the first time we actually get to see a live action incarnation of the Pokeball. I want a prop replica of that so bad. If anyone knows of a company that is currently making that into a reality, please tell me about it, because I would love to have one that's not just like a hard plastic. This is a toy. I'd love to have a metal one just to play around with and be stupid, because, what else are we going to do? But he finds out that his father died as a result of a horrible car accident. And it's actually when he goes into this big metropolis city that he finds out there may be a bit of a mystery involved. And that's when we're first introduced to his father's Pikachu, which is the Detective Pikachu, as this film is called. So this film is a video game movie. I know a lot of people are not necessarily in the loop with Detective Pikachu. I never actually played Detective Pikachu. I played a lot of the other older iterations of it through Game Boy Color, but that is what this is. They are trying to solve the death, murder, disappearance, faked murder, what have you, faked death of Harry Goodman, the main character's father. So we get to meet a number of characters throughout. There is actually an attachment to the first Pokemon movie, which I was completely unaware of this going into it. I know I saw the promos that there was going to be a Mewtwo in this. I had no idea that they were going to tie it in directly to the first one. No, you're not going to get a lot of the characters that you know and love from the animated series. Like, you're not going to see an Ash or a Misty in this. But we do have a callback and references to Kanto and to Mewtwo's escape from a laboratory close to 20 years ago. You know, things like that. It's like, oh, okay, so this is a sequel to the first film. So definitely really excited about that. But I gotta tell you, I was a bit concerned about the way some of the Pokemon were gonna be handled throughout. But I personally feel like they handled it very well. This definitely isn't anywhere near as traumatizing as what some of the artist iterations of what live action Pokemon would look like. Quite a few of them actually look adorable. For example, the Snubbull that we see on screen is kind of amazing, the Growlithes. And yes, we do get to see my favorite Pokemon, which is Eevee, for a little bit there, so that was a lot of fun. But basically throughout, this is a mystery as to the disappearance of our main character's father. There's also a kind of weird thing going on with Formula R, which I'm not going to spoil all of that for you. I don't want to spoil the entire film for you. I want you to go out and I want you to watch it because I could not stop laughing. I could not stop just remembering all of these great moments from when I was a child watching the original film in theaters to now this one. I loved it. I was thoroughly entertained throughout. I have nothing bad to say about... Actually, no, that's a lie. I have two big issues with this film that I actually complained about when I was sitting next to Mark. So, first off, there's a moment in this, and yeah, this is probably splitting hairs, but whatever. There's a moment in this where Pikachu is injured. And in the animated series, whenever Ash's Pikachu, or any Pokemon, honestly, is injured, you always see the trainer scoop up the Pokemon and run to the nearest Poke Center, no matter what, right? There isn't even a reference to a Poke Center. It's just, oh no, Pikachu might die. We need a healer Pokemon. And I'm not going to spoil how that's handled, but I would have at least liked a reference to a Poke Center there. I mean, it's possible that this city doesn't have a Poke Center, but I think that's just kind of, you know, you're leaving out a really great reference there. Also, Harry Goodman was a detective, and there's an entire police station. So this police station, the majority of the detectives and the officers are all teamed up with Pokemon. The majority of them that we get to see are humans with Growlithes. So I thought for sure, oh my god, we're gonna meet Officer Jenny. You never get to see an Officer Jenny. You don't even see a female officer that looks like an Officer Jenny. I just feel like that was such a letdown for me personally. I just wanted to see one show up somewhere, or even just like, you know, Officer of the Year, something, some kind of reference to an Officer Jenny. And Mark's complaint was, well, babe, they probably just don't have them here. I'm like, that is a very large family of female officers that all look the exact same, that are all named Jenny. Okay, you're telling me there's not a single one in this big city that's an Officer Jenny? But, you know, that's just a little thing. I loved it. The attention to detail with one of the main characters in this. She's a young budding news reporter, and her Pokemon partner is a Psyduck. So the attention to detail to that Pokemon and dealing with his headaches and things like needing to have soothing music playing in her car so he doesn't develop a headache, or him making Pikachu rub his feet because, you know, you don't want to risk him having a headache. But one of the things that I read here in a recent interview was that they actually weighted down her backpack for stunts, whenever it showed her with an actual Psyduck in her backpack, they wanted it to be more realistic. So they weighted down her backpack close to 45 pounds. So clearly she was very happy when that Psyduck was walking. But I gotta tell you, the look into the laboratories, the look into the technology, I loved looking at the Pokeball. I think I squealed like a little kid when I saw the Pokeball for the first time. But I definitely saw the love and the respect for this property. I hope there's a sequel. There probably won't. There might be. There might be. I hope there's a sequel. I hope they do more. Ryan Reynolds was fantastic. The entire cast, just, it was great throughout. Even the reference to battling that we did see was really well done. There's a moment with a Charizard that's really well done, and just referencing to certain moves that Pokemon can do. So yeah, really appreciated that. So I'm not going to spoil the ending or a lot of the story. I do want you to go out and actually watch this for yourself. So please do so. Please do give me a like if you liked this video. Comment below and tell me whether or not you watched Detective Pikachu like me, and whether or not you went back to the nostalgia. I'm going to hand mark my Pokeball so I stop playing with it. But I definitely thoroughly enjoyed this film, and I am really hoping they do more with this property because this was really well done. So yeah, that is it for this review. Please do subscribe to my channel for more film reviews and the like, or check out any of the older videos I have up for offer here on Cinema Figures. And until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.